Okay, welcome to another amazing Soulful Strength workout. We are going to have some fun today. We've got a bunch of moves. I put them up on the board here. We're going to be putting moves together in combinations in a way of feeling flow and feeling trust in your body, and then always permission to adapt on the fly, right? So let's go ahead and just find ourselves in this space, wherever you are. If you need to pause and get some things ready, put the music on, whatever it is that you need, go ahead and do that, and then come back and just land in this space. And just even when I started to say land in this space, my body started to go. Maybe just taking those final, like, I am now here. I'm going to be present in this moment. Taking a look around the room to really orientate where you are. Taking it in through all your senses. So what do you hear? What do you smell? How does the floor beneath you feel? How do the clothes on you feel? Right now I have the fan on me, just feeling that because it's super warm here. And then I'm going to start to gently root myself into this space. Okay, so I'm going to start to use some visuals of imagining myself like a tree and there's a gentle wind. And I'm really going to find that connection to the rooting of the bottoms of my feet. So thinking about all the padding, taking in what does it feel like to feel all sensations of the floor. And that's how we're going to find almost like this figure 8 of moving around all edges of your feet. And everything's going to start from the ground up. And we're going to just start to flow through that. So let's go ahead and just bring a mind's eye to your ankles as you're doing this flow. And then bring it all the way up into your knees. Just noticing how that may shift. Really still staying rooted. And then bringing it into your hips. We got knees, ankles, hips, rooted feet. And then invite the rib cage to join in. I have chosen like a figure 8 pattern. You may be a back and forth, you may be side to side. It is literally what the energy of your body is asking. I'm gonna bring this up into across my collarbone, across my shoulder blades, and start to move my shoulders into the same energy. Still rooted, still feeling all the joints moving, getting bigger, and then inviting my elbows to join in. And my wrists. And my fingers. And my neck. And my jaw. What does it want to do just to feel like it's good and join in this party, this flow? And then maybe even between my eyes, my ears, my forehead. Just taking a note, maybe there's some thought floating around in there. Could I just let them join the party too? Maybe even thinking about picking up those thoughts, bringing them to your mind's eye, to your eyes out front, and just taking some kind of visual to just let them go for now. They can still be in this space, but they're just gonna witness you, okay? And they're just gonna go to the side for a minute. That version of you is gonna watch and learn from this body version of you today. Start to just slowly see bringing that to a stillness. Hand to your heart and to your belly. Maybe I invite you to close your eyes if that feels called for you. Otherwise, keep your eyes open. And just coming inside, following that breath inside your body. And just allowing it to get curious with this new energy you've created. Noticing if your body wants to do any minor adjustments in its posture. I invite you to do it very curiously and slowly, just from a place of communication. Noticing if there's areas of resistance that just would love for you to just gently use your connection, your rooting of your feet, and your beautiful breath, and a posture, and some intention to lean into that sensation. And just track the emotions that show up as you do so. And as you are here, I just invite you to take a moment to start to lean in to this new energy, really orientating yourself back to this space right here and feeling this new homeostasis. And from here, creating some intentions for this workout. So this will be very specific to you. What is showing up for you in this moment right now that you have the opportunity to use your workout to process and digest what's showing up for you? How can you use this workout to come into your body, to find the resistance, to find challenge, and use your intention and your flow to find the right action for today? The one that's going to help you feel confident, feel empowered, feel aligned, feel safe. Okay? Go ahead and just take that and breathe that into your body. Exhale, bringing it in. Inhale. Inhale. Here we go. We're going to start to move. Ladies feeling good? Feeling connected, feeling some orientation? Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to move through. I want you to grab a lighter bell. We're going to move right into the flowing. I want you to notice that just that connection and that movement and that freedom and what we've created is a very good place to warm up. Okay, we are going to start off with a lighter bell just to feel this out. Okay, so grab one where you feel that's safe for you. Try not to second guess it too much. Just if that's the one, start to trust. And if you get moving and it doesn't feel right, go ahead and pick another one. I want you to realize that we can do this on the flow. Okay? We're gonna step up over that bell. We're gonna hinge our hips back and we're gonna take a row. From here, we're then going to clean that up and then do a squat. Straighten the arm. I'm just gonna back up a bit here. And notice I put that bell right back where my ankle bone is, and I'm gonna row. Look how close this bell is to me. See where my elbow is. From here, look, this elbow still comes here, and I'm gonna bring it up. And you can safety clean that if you want on the way down and on the way up. So this is our warm up. This is our prime and prep. Okay, I forgot to squat there. Now I'm noticing where this bell is. Knuckles under the chin, elbow near the hip. Let's do one more. Row, clean, squat. Straighten the arm and back. Let's go ahead, do that on the other side. Stepping over, I have that bell slightly closer to the side I'm working with, okay? Hinging, rowing, and then row and clean punch, okay? And then a squat. If you're new to this clean, here is an option. You're gonna go ahead, row. This time you're gonna row, stand up, and hold it here. Then you're gonna safety help yourself bring it up into this front rack position. And then you can bring it back down and then row and safety clean, squat, and down. One more. Wherever you're at, bridging the gap to feel confident and safe. All right? Let's move in to some kettlebell swings. So we're gonna come on into this tripod, push the hips back, put that bell on its edge, feel the hamstrings, shoulders are higher than the hips. So we're not here. Drag your feet back, almost use the bell to lean back, hit that to your zipper and up. Notice from the back side how close that kettlebell is coming to my backside. I'm making it on purpose here, but hitting me in the butt. I want you to actually feel that. Come to that plank line, put those down. If swings are new to you, stay there. And if they don't feel good, stay at the deadlift, okay? We're gonna do another set. If you've been here for a bit, we're gonna do this into a lateral. So we're gonna step, open, legs together, step, open, legs together. Here we go. So actually, I'll be a little bit more on an angle here. So step together, step out. We'll get 5 of those on each side, or you're doing 10 deadlifts, practicing, feeling this hinge, feeling hamstrings, feeling the hips go back, shoulders stay higher than the hips. Oh, I lost you guys. Where did they go? Hopefully they'll come back in.
Amy, we're here, but you were frozen for a while there, so it might have changed your settings.
Okay, if you can hear me and you can see me, that's awesome. Hopefully you'll show back up in a minute.
Yes.
Weird it keeps doing that. Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna come on in and find a beast plank. All right, so you're gonna come on in, be on all fours, push away the floor, shoulders are underneath, or wrists are underneath my shoulder, knees underneath my hips. I want you to push the hips back, okay? Take a nice big inhale. Push away the floor like we did with our feet and feel rooted like the tree. And then exhale, zip your core up. Feeling that, we're gonna just hover the knees and feel that core. Now, if this feels challenging, this is where you're gonna be at. And then you're gonna step out and then step in if that's available, or you're just gonna come in and feel it, come down, feel how long you can hold it till you start to lose that line. So you can be here, bringing it in and out. First step here. We do have layers if it's available. Okay, from here you can add a push-up if that's available. Okay, so step out, push up, in. I invite you to opposite leg. So if the other leg went, you can go out, push up, in. Now, of course, you can always come on your knees too. So out, knee. And again, you don't have to add the push-up. All right, so that will be another move we're gonna do today. All right. We are gonna come on in. We have lots of different fun moves, like I said today, and I want us to just be in the moment. We're gonna practice being present, even though we're throwing all kinds of movements at you. We're just gonna always be able to come back to ourselves, like that rooting of the tree, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, come on over that bell again. We're going to do a clean, all right? And then you're gonna take that opposite leg and come for a lunge. From the front, here, clean, lunge. Okay, so reminder, what you can do here is safety clean, lunge. If this is new, I just want you to do 3 on each side. Okay, noticing when I come down, I'm gonna bring that back in the same path. If I'm switching over, I'm just gonna move over a little bit here, and I'm gonna clean and lunge. And clean and lunge. And clean and lunge. Fantastic. All right, take a note how you feel on the other side of that. Catch your breath, connect your breath with your heart. And then we have another fun movement. Now, always there's gonna be options for you to grow this in a direction that feels good for you, but always maintaining with your intention and your safety. So what I'm gonna do is get a second bell here. All right, I'm gonna put it here for now. It's out front. Feel like you can't see the bell because of the black. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have this bell in the same hand as the leg out front. So first options are to be in this half nail lunge. Remember pushing that toe to bring this hip having a nice stretch, and then drag this one back so that hip feels and hamstrings turning on. This arm's on, I'm gonna press. Okay, that's the very first move, is pressing. Okay, now if you want, after the press, I invite you to have this bell out front or something smaller, and you're going to hip, hurdle over, and back, and then press. Hurdle over and back. Now making sure it's in control. Don't want it like, whoo, whoo. Okay, so a press, hurdle, hurdle. Good. Give that a try. 3 on each side. You don't have to hurdle. I do want to see if I can find you ladies on my screen. So I'm just going to see what happens if I start to play with things. Ha! I found you ladies. Yay. Yay. Hi. Good. Perfect. Really feeling that hurdle of the hip up and over. And then switching over, just 3 on each side. So it's always pressing with the same leg that's out front, curling that back toe. Press. One side's always more challenging than the other for me. Woo. Controlling it. Okay. Let me see where you guys are at. You've done those? No, you're still moving on them. Okay, we're good. All right, awesome. On to our next one. We are going to take this into a clean. Okay. Where we are going to do it from the, rather than the floor, we're gonna do it from this hang clean. So you're gonna bring this swing in from like the kettlebell swing. You're gonna come here and we're gonna clean. And then hinge right back and clean. Again, if you want, use your safety to help you. You're gonna get 10 of these on each side. Good. Take your time. Remember, this is just about learning and practicing and feeling safer. How close can I keep that bell to my spine, which is through my center, with that nice rowing that we've been patterning and practicing? Yes. Good. 10 of those on each side. Beautiful work. Beautiful, beautiful work. You guys are finishing those up. Gorgeous. I love it. I love it. Just give some more visuals from some different angles. Remembering pushing those hips back like the swing, right up to plank, push away the floor, feel rooted, and just noticing there's a mini row and then a punch up into this front rack. We really want to avoid this coming around and banging on us. My hair keeps getting in my face this morning. Okay, beautiful. Yes, okay. Here's our last one that we're gonna do. You're gonna go ahead and come and bring that bell to the outside. You see it now? There we go. Feel like it just went hidden. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, same hinge, same patterning, and we're gonna deadlift, and then we're gonna side bend back. Deadlift, side bend, back. 5 of these on each side. Bum back, get that bell right near the ankle. And notice when I move sideways, the bell is still in line with my leg, so it doesn't go forward or back. You gotta be careful not to let the bell lead, but you're using your body like a side crunch if you were doing on your back and doing those side crunches. We're just loading that up with some weight. All right, 5 on each side. So deadlift and side bend. Really be mindful that you go to the range of motion that's available rather than just letting that rib cage collapse to the side, up. Find your strength within. Feeling the confidence muscles, that's upper back, letting that alignment, so that rib cage is staying stacked over top of the pelvis, feeling empowerment. Good. Woo! Lots of spiciness in all these moves today. Yeah, you guys are doing great. Okay. Finishing those off, and then we're going back to the top. Now, this time when we go back to the top, we're gonna come on in with our intentions and with that 1% of what we've learned. So we started off with a weight that felt maybe like a practice weight, or if this is new to you, it feels like just the right weight. You only know. So check in on the weight that you're gonna use, and we're gonna head back into the row clean squat, okay? And we are going to get 5 of those on each side. All right, and then we'll move on. So here we go. Remember, stepping over it, hinging, coming in, and we're gonna row first, then clean, then squat. 5 of these. Reminder to keep it close. And you can use your safety if you need. If you've been here for a while, you could start to smooth this out and make it a squat clean to feel your flow. But you are gonna just go match it with your intention, with what's showing up for today. 5 on one side, and then 5 on the other. Good. Good connection with your body. Remember to feel rooted like the tree. Use your breath. You don't want to hold that breath. Woo. 5 of those, and then take a moment when you're done them to notice. Maybe the heart rate's up a little bit, maybe your breath rate. Get curious on it. Communicate with those sensations and those postures. And check in on the other side and being like, oh yeah, that felt good. So now we're gonna either move into kettlebell swings, deadlifts. Reminder, you can be here deadlifts, you can be here kettlebell swings, or you can be lateral swings. Total of 10. Always setting that bell down really great. This is the pickup and this is the set down. 10 reps. Feeling hinged, stand up. Really notice shoulders above hips. Careful, it doesn't look like this. Shouldn't feel this too much in your arms. You're using your rooted feet to the ground, and then check in after that with your breath. How are we feeling? Notice if you take time to lengthen your inhales and exhales, your heart rate follows. Okay, once you're feeling like you have gained a little bit more control of that breath and that heart rate, you're feeling rooted, your thoughts are on board with your intentions, you had a little mini rest, we're gonna go to those beast push-ups, okay? Or beast holds. Just get myself on this mat. All right. Always nervous if I'm gonna be in the camera. Okay. So reminder that you can be in here, beast and hold. Practice just finding the hold, or you're stepping out, out, in, Okay, we're gonna get 10 of those total. Gonna peek on those that are here. See how it's going? Yes, shoulders are staying over top of the wrists. Knees are right directly underneath the hips. All right, and then you're gonna find that beautiful push-up. If it's available, also remember you don't have to do the push-up. Good, those look good. Keep those going. Getting your final reps in here. I'll come and do a couple more. Maybe from a real good side angle. That beast, hips are out, taking inhales, exhales, feel the core. Now notice these push-ups, when we bring those elbows back, it's a lot like the rowing we've been doing. Awesome job. Take a moment and feel the other side. I'm noticing child pose is a favorite after you've done that. I love that. Maybe stay there for a second. Oh, take a moment. And just feel the other side of this. Giving yourself permission to recover from that, celebrate that, and be ready for the next one where we're gonna do that half kneel press with the hurdle if it's available. Okay, so reminder that we're just gonna have that bell nice in front of that ankle here. We're gonna curl that back toe. We're going to have that bell in the front leg. You're gonna scissor those legs, careful that no hips are going to either way, out, either way. Okay, drag and feel hamstring tension. Push and feel this hip on. Use your breath, come in here, find balance, and hurdle, hurdle, and then you would press again. We're gonna get 5 of these on each side. If you feel spicy, you could leave it up there. Oh, and hurdle, hurdle. Now it doesn't make much sense for me unless I try next one. We'll see if I'm more balanced. There, we're more controlled. But if I came up here elbow bent and I'm like this, please note that you're going to a place that is no longer intentional or in the postures that feel strong. Okay? Good stuff. Nice work. Love it. Now careful that it's not this. Can you find control? And if it means that you can just lift it and find control, but when you move it, you start to lose control, then use that as your guideline. We aren't doing things that are off balance. We're doing things that are challenging us to find balance in difficult situations, but we're not just doing something for the sake of like fake or the face of just doing it, right? Good. That's control. There you go, Kate. Good job. Oh, and I love this. I'm seeing Chris is doing like this great hip flexor stretch after. Ooh, how good does that feel after? Maybe even get both of those. I love that. Ooh. Taking some good inhales and exhales and feeling the other side of this challenging work. Okay? This is really good for our nervous system to work hard and have focus and feel in control, feel safe, feel empowered and confident, and then also have trust that you're going to recover and celebrate and notice and appreciate what you just did, right? Get into a little bit more of recovery mode. We're gonna come into those cleans, 10 cleans on each side. These ones are a little bit quicker. Okay, they're coming to that hang position. Same position. Now we're just doing it with a little bit more trust. All these muscles that we've been patterning, programming, waking up, right? We can still be coming in with a little bit of support. Now be careful you don't go too slow because then we didn't use the hips. So still always use the hips and then you got that. Using that upper back. Good. Awesome. Now just Chris, on the way down, you are pushing it out and just letting it fall, way down still comes the same way it came up. So it's nice and close down. We don't want to go out and around and feel like we're reaching. Much better. So much more. Do you feel that snap? Boom. Easy to get into the next rep whenever you keep that bell close. Beautiful. Okay, amazing. And then the deadlift side bend. What weight feels right for you for that? Maybe it's a little bit heavier for that one. Maybe not. Taking a moment to feel how invigorated your body's feeling right now, right? Those confidence muscles have been working good with all the rows, really keeping that bell close. We have heart pumping. We have lots of oxygen pumping through our body. Pay attention to those sensations and really take note that you're in control. 5 of these on each side. Notice and that you have your core on. Your core is the one that's making this movement happen. Okay, so that it's not just a drop and back up. No momentum, but muscles. Muscles over momentum. 5 of these on each side. Deadlift. And only going to the range. I notice on this side for myself, it's not quite the same. And so I feel this tendency to want to make it happen and this foot comes off the ground. So you got to keep your foot rooted, really noting that opposite side grounding. Get a little more out of these movements with more intention, more connection, more awareness. Fantastic. Woo! Notice that waistline, how that feels after that. Right up in there, all around. Maybe take some breaths into it. Then we're going back, one more round at the top. So this is your finale round, okay? So we're going to that row clean squat. What weight do you want to use? We're doing 5 on each side. You can smooth it out to a squat clean. You can add the support. I'll give all those, right? So you're either here, support, find the clean, then the squat. Or you can be here, clean, and then squat. Or maybe you're gonna smooth it out and put them all together. Make sure you're breathing. 5 of those on each side. Oops, I forgot the squat. And the row and the clean. Oh my goodness. Your leader got distracted. Good. Now just be mindful there, Kate, there's a lot of the shoulder here. Like to see it here. Yeah, lean back into those hips and feel the drag back to feel the hamstring and your seat bones. Good. With a proud chest. Excellent. That allows that path to be smoother. And we don't have to come here and then come around. Great. Whew. Taking a moment and noticing how do those confidence muscles feel after those rowing, after holding this bell up in confidence. What's the upper abdominals feel like? By also having, because avoid wanting to do this. So there's some work to do that. All right, lateral swings or kettlebell swings or deadlift, whatever's feeling good for you, but just shoulders above the hips. This is the move. So that's deadlift here, or swing here, or lateral. Okay, you choose. You choose. What is your 10 swings gonna look like? Final swing. Good. I like it. Nice. Perfect. And I do see another awesome thing happening there is this lateral deadlift. That's cool. I like that. Add that deadlift like that too. That's what This is what it's about, to notice that where new moves and creativity come in place when your body is saying, hey, but this feels like I'm connecting to those muscles and to that intention, and I'm in alignment with where I'm supposed to be. I feel confident, I feel empowered, and I'm using the movement and the ideas of the movement and the purpose of them and creating them into my own. So well done, well done. Invite that creativity as long as you're sticking with your intentions. There's a difference between going, well, this is easier. I don't really like that one. Always question the intention behind it, okay? Or I gotta push harder. Do you really notice? Are you still staying in confidence and pushing harder? Yep, then yes, you do. Okay, so it's about meeting those things in the middle. Push up or the beast, okay, that's next. Be here, hanging into that beast, bringing it in, add a push-up if it's available, add knees if you need to, and then step in and notice you get that knee right in, and the knees are hovering, we're not up here. So really focus in on this movement. It's not, we can tend to do that as humans. And an operating system, an old operating system will kind of show up. Oh, if I do this quicker, I don't really have to pay attention, it'll be done quicker. I can get through the hard and really just tap out, as opposed to learning how to lean into that resistance with a version of you that believes you can do it and that finds a way for you to do it. Really good job. And then as always, as soon as you're done, note, how'd that feel? What I learned about myself? How is this feeling in my body? And even during, let's say we said 10 reps, but 5, something starts to speak to you. Something saying, ouch, in my back. Honor it, listen to it, stop, connect with it, use your breath, use your sensations, use your feelings, use your thoughts, use your visuals, and then note what's the next action. I think I need to just stretch for the next little bit, and I have taxed out my push-up for today, and that's okay. Or, okay, I just need a little break and I can come back. I can make this one adjustment in my movement and it feels better. So getting curious is super important here, okay? Whew. We're gonna go ahead, clean to reverse lunge. All right, so come on in. We're gonna clean, reverse lunge. We might have missed this one last round. Bring it back, down, clean, reverse lunge. Down, clean, reverse lunge. 5 on each side. Now notice, if you're feeling, you've been here and you're feeling slow, can you do it right away? Can you clean it and come and control that lunge so you don't bang that knee on the ground and you don't feel imbalanced? So if you do it and you feel off balance, that's information that you're going to work with. 5 on each side. Excellent. Remember the scissors that we felt. Remember the scissors. What I mean by that is as soon as you hit the ground with that back leg, it's pushing forward, this one's dragging, and you're pulling yourself down and pushing yourself away from the floor in that lunge. All of these layer onto each other. Still can be using that safety. Find the control before you pop out. Find the other side of it. Notice, feel, check in. Good job. Finish those reps up wherever you're at. Taking a moment. A really good thing to do here is just come back to how we orientated ourselves in the beginning. So bringing those feet rooted and noticing, okay, I'm almost done. I just have 3 more moves here. And then I get to recover. But I get little mini recoveries on the way. So we're gonna go into that half kneel press with that hip hurdle. Remember, it's about being in balance. All right. We just did those lunges. How did they feel? Can you use that information? Good. Put that bell in that front rack position. How's that feel in the upper back? Where's the elbow going? Towards the hip. Use this other side to help. You can either out, but just have this side on, that it's not just here. See how the whole body wants to go, oh, turn it on. Press, okay? Bringing it down. And again, these hurdles, I can make this smaller as well, all right? Where I feel that I'm in control. See that difference as opposed to boom, boom, okay? And press, we're getting 5 of these. And if you want, you need challenge, can you find that control, okay? Slow it down, be more in control. That means 3 reps instead of 5. Awesome. Maybe you do 1 where you have it overhead. And you don't always have to put that hip hurdle. If it's not available right now, you could close your eyes and be visualizing what it would feel like to be able to do that and move your hips so that your body can start to prepare some neurons to fire for when it is feeling safe to do that. All right, 5 of these on each side. Now, Chris, right here, you're in this position. This isn't quite as strong as this. Okay, so, and your hands up, so it's like this. There's a difference. It's great. It's so close, but it needs to feel a little bit more in alignment, right? So what's this hip doing? What's this arm doing? Okay, it's not here. This, as much as it is a body posture that kind of says, right? So I would just invite you to hone in just a little bit more, that extra 1%. Good. Awesome. I like those hip shakes after. Good. Beautiful. Use a little bit of something on the other side, whatever your body craves to do. Sometimes it wants to dance, sometimes it wants to be still, sometimes it wants to pace. That's an often one for me. I'll be pacing and be like, okay, this is okay. We can do this. All right. We're going into those cleans, 10 on each side, whatever that looks like for you, right? Good. Now, if you wanted to keep this as a single arm swing, that also could happen. Okay. You go ahead and choose what that's going to look like and feel like. Good. Awesome. Finding plank right away, finding that same hinge, shoulders above the hip. Really noticing that I want to squeeze my glutes and hit my abdominals rather than leaning into that. Okay, so that comes from that rooted tree. All edges of your feet. Notice if I go here where I feel a little bit more weight on my feet. So if you can think all edges of your feet, it's a good place. And then your breath. Exhale will zip up that core for you. Good. Keep moving. You're doing a great job. Beautiful. Awesome. And then just noticing if you have enough resistance. Are you doing something? Because sometimes we can have something that is not enough weight. And then we're just firing through it. And it doesn't give us the feedback to turn on all the part of the team of our body. The easy little hideout. And also we want to build muscle. We want to build muscle to help us live longer, burn more fat, be able to get up and down off the ground as we age. All right, last one is that deadlift to the side bend. How we doing? Are you guys out there? Yep, this is your final one. So come on into that waist. And I know that I have put my hands on my hips here, but why I'm doing that, it's not here, not on my hip. I'm literally feeling if these muscles are engaging as I do this. I have no problem to do it on this side, but when I head to this side, I want to do a little twist. I want to crunch. Maybe you can even see this is my tendency. So being able to remind myself, oh yeah, that's firing on. And again, feel free to be here and just feel that. That's something you could do in your day, right? Good. Deadlift to the good. And really using the waistline to help you with this. Fantastic. Good, 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 good stuff. Good. And just a reminder, I don't want to see this just a Our bodies tend to want to go back into this old autopilot, right? And your invitation in this workout today is to note and stop when that's happening. Are you doing it from a place of control, intention, checking in, or is there a version of you that has remembered that you've done this in the past and this is how you did it before? But we have opportunity to do it differently today with more connection, more awareness, more intention, and getting longer lasting results and changing that autopilot because we get the buy-in, because we've stopped, noticed, felt how the waist feels different. We all know that feel when we get those little bit of muscles that we didn't know that we had. And you're like, oh, love that. That's great. Let's use that. Let's use that like autopilot that we have, that we know that's a good feeling, to create it with our intentions. How we feeling? Good. Okay. Awesome. Lots of talking from me today, but I really just wanted to put this idea in your mind, in your bodies, in your cells, of just this different perspective, this 1% more intentional way of thinking. And even if you have been doing it, maybe noticing if there's a part of you that just could do it a little bit deeper. Is there that 1% that you're feeling a little bit stuck, that you're, doing all the right things, but you're not moving the needle forward? Maybe it's more of this deeper layer of you that needs the training. And it's not necessarily the actions that you're doing, it's the way you're doing them. So let's just take a moment and just come back into this space as this new version. Coming back in exactly how we started. So just checking in on those feet, on that rooting system. Checking in on spontaneous sighs, noticing any sweat that might be dripping. Maybe you notice a temperature change in your body. Just make note to all of the things. And noticing whatever flow wants to happen here. You are feeling rooted. And you're going to bring yourself into your ankles and just notice how your ankles feel in this new homeostasis of what you've created. Maybe even noting if it feels different than when you started. And then coming into your knees. And just taking such love and care into this conversation you're having with yourself. Bring it into your hips, starting at those feet, ankles, knees, hips, bringing it up, noticing all the spaces between these joints, like your thighs, your calves, your shins, your hamstrings. Just feeling such a different connection from the waist down, really feeling into that, noticing what it feels like. Bringing that into your waist, noticing what we've done, what we created, how that feels, what movements want to move, how does the pelvis want to respond to this waistline. Bringing in the rib cage and just noting how it wants to move. Close your eyes, turn the lights out, put the music on maybe that would help you just express this. Be in your own space and permission to just let it go. Bringing it up into your heart, right inside the top of that rib cage near your throat. Bringing it into your shoulders. Just still bringing that from the ground up, taking a moment just to feel the rooted, the more grounded that you're feeling and moving that in. Bringing in some bigger arms, shoulders, elbows, whatever it feels like for you. Wrists just naturally join in, fingers. Noticing into the neck, allowing it to come on in for the party. And again, you do not need to look like me. You might just feel like when I do that, I want to be still. That is perfectly awesome that you are honoring what you need right now. Bringing it into your jaw, your ears. Maybe massages in your face, maybe your temples, into that forehead, the back and the front of your head. Let's just notice what thoughts are in there right now. Taking a moment and just feeling how how you feel right now. I'm going to invite you to take those thoughts that you had earlier that we decided they were going to witness us, they were going to witness this version of ourselves, of our body, and invite them back in. Invite them back into this body that just was heard, felt, loved, understood, that allowed to express its wisdom. And just notice the conversation that's happening, the perspective of these thoughts, and how can this version of you and these thoughts work together like you did with your movement today, with the strength movements, with the giving yourself grace, with coming attention, with confidence, with empowerment. How can you use that to move forward today in digesting those thoughts, in processing them and moving forward? Take a big inhale. A nice exhale right down into that heart. A big inhale. And a nice big hug. Have the best day. Keep noticing how good you feel today. Lots will show up. You really bubbled things up. Pay attention to new thoughts, to new ideas, to new sensations, to new emotions, to new postures that are available. And just noticing if there's any kind of expression, let it happen. More yawning, more sighing, crying, laughter, sweating, temperature changes, hiccups, gasps of all kinds. Just pay attention and notice the other side. And feel the shift today. Nice work today. Proud of you. Thanks for being here.